Hello guys and welcome to another log of DORUmon Dim, and we have Dark Tyrannomon. Yeah, it looks quite cool, but I have some comments about it. But anyway, before we continue with today's log, just have to say if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel, because this channel focuses on raising Digimon and I upload at least twice a week. So if you like such content, go ahead and slash the like and subscribe button with some of Dark Tyrannomon's claws and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get down to today's log. We have Dark Tyrannomon. Yeah, it's interesting because I can't talk about it yet because it's going to be quite spoilery. I will get there. Let's start with the usual, the origin and etymology of this name. And yeah, with Dark Tyrannomon, we have completed all the champion stages in DORUmon Dim in the roster. Dark Tyrannomon, in terms of origin and etymology of his name, is quite straightforward. It's a dark version of Tyrannomon. So you have Tyrannomon, but it's black, you know, the dark version. So black colored, dark colored, and that's why its design is like that. It appeared in version 5, and we just recently covered that log when we were doing Digimon Color version 5, but it's nice to see it in the Vital Bracelet again. So yeah, the etymology, dark, Tyrannosaurus rex, basically, based on the dinosaur, and it looks a lot like a T-Rex. Let's look up his profile. A dinosaur Digimon whose body was eroded by a malicious computer virus, originally a Tyranno-type Digimon. A Tyrannomon-type Digimon, Dark Tyrannomon was infected by a malicious virus that caused the data composing its body to bug out and transfigure into this frenzied creature. Its body has been dyed black, and its arms have grown even stronger than those of Tyrannomon, increasing its attack power. So I have a comment right here that I have to interject. So if you look up Tyrannomon's sprite, right, it looks almost identical. So the way they designed Dark Tyrannomon, okay, so Tyrannomon's sprite looks amazing. I have to admit, it looked very good. So I guess they wanted to reuse that design because it looks good, and they just did a coloration with some additional bandages design at the side. But if you look carefully at the artwork of Dark Tyrannomon against Tyrannomon, you'll notice that Dark Tyrannomon's arms are not just, you know, bandaged. Firstly, it is 2-clawed rather than 3-clawed, but here they still use 3-clawed because obviously they reuse the sprite. And it's supposed to be so long that it reaches the floor. So, and I think that's the part that's consistent with his profile. His arms have grown even stronger than those of Tyrannomon, so much so that they are like dragging on the floor. But that's not clear on the sprite. So we'll talk more about the sprite in its animation later, but yeah, it's very obvious that it's just a coloration of Tyrannomon. It's just they overlaid the pixels, they changed some of the colors here and there. It's probably an easier job than to redesign one that really looks like the artwork. So it's a little bit disappointing, though the sprite still looks good in general because of the coloration. But the arms is just not accurate. So I think arms are not just not accurate. I think those are some of the complaints and feedback that people have. Honestly, I don't think it's such a big deal, but yeah, it does compromise a bit in terms of how well it represents the artwork. So yeah, that was the point where it started to not do so well. You know, the sprite design quality started to drop. Dark Tyrannomon was featured in as early as Matte Black Raw, if I remember correctly, on the original Vital Bracelet. So it's not a new sprite, it's quite old. It was the period where they were mass producing so many DIMs, and I think the quality of the sprite just started to drop. I think the design team couldn't catch up. Anyway, and they started to reuse a lot of like sprites that look similar, or like the coloration just wasn't as good in terms of quality, and some of them just look really flat, not that nice as the designs that came before the part where they were releasing too many DIMs. I think that was a period. Anyway, let's continue with his profile. Dark Tyrannomon has become absolutely ferocious and treats everything its eyes spot as an enemy to attack. It uses his special move Fire Blast to shoot a super powerful flame that transforms the surrounding areas into a sea of fire. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Fire Blast means something else to, you know, the Pokemon fans. So anyway, that is Dark Tyrannomon. Why did my do not disturb turn off? And this is a part that gets a little spoilery, so if you haven't read Digimon Seekers, please go ahead and skip to the part where I load Dark Tyrannomon into the bracelet. If you have already read, it's fine, then go ahead and listen. Dark Tyrannomon, in terms of Digimon Seekers, did not appear, if I recall correctly. We do see Tyrannomon, but not Dark Tyrannomon. I wonder, because honestly, Agumon Black, we didn't know what is its evolution line. So could it have evolved to a Dark Tyrannomon? It's interesting because the way they put it in DORUmon Dim, Black Agumon being there and Dark Tyrannomon, might insinuate that that's what a Black Agumon could have evolved to, a Dark Tyrannomon and its further evolution line. So that would have been interesting if we know what Saya and her partner would have evolved. At the time of recording this video, it's only 4th March, so we have no idea what's gonna happen in the epilogue. I have 6 days to go. By the time it's published, maybe we already know, and maybe we can see Saya's revival, hopefully, and Black Agumon, or somehow just they can make friends with Black Agumon. I don't know how that's gonna work. But anyway, I do hope some happy ending for Tartarus. It's a little sad. So anyway, that's it for Dark Tyrannomon. And let's see it in action on the bracelet. See you on the bracelet, Dark Tyrannomon. Alright, and here we have Dark Tyrannomon on the bracelet. It looks good, honestly, while I complain. Hang on, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah. I mentioned some of the feedback, negative feedback about how it's just a coloration of red, the original Tyrannomon sprite. I think mostly the complaint is about the claws, but I think the rest of the coloration, to be fair, is still done quite well. It has all the red stripes on the black that makes Dark Tyrannomon look cool on the artwork, and it's present there. It even has that scar line along its eye that is also in artwork. So I think they did capture as much detail as they can. It's just fans were a bit angry that, you know, they just used the same shape, especially for those fans of Dark Tyrannomon, of, you know, I guess they were fans of his long claw that drags on the floor. There's a lot of feedback on that. Anyway, that's Dark Tyrannomon's idle sprite. Let's see its walking animation. Okay. Should we be walking? Is he walking? No, why are you not walking, man? I shook 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Walking. And this is walking animation. It looks cute, right? Yeah, honestly, I think the other parts of his coloration is actually quite well done. Black, grey, and then it has that red stripe that's very striking on the bracelet. Very distinct. That's his sleeping animation. Yeah. Yes, and of course it looks like Tyrannomon's sprite, but it's just a copy. Let's see the training animation. Punch animation. Boom. Alright. Slashing the punching bag. Wow, and it's like trudging forward with his leg. It actually looks quite cute. Let's see the dash animation. Wow, running really fast. I wouldn't want to be chased by this T-Rex. Nice. It actually looks good. Like, if you cast aside the claw design thing, like objectively speaking, it does look good. DORUmon as an enemy. Is it worth it? Are you going to be able to feature your finishing attack? Probably not. Actually, I don't know why I chose it. Champion against Rookie, Virus against Data. DORUmon doesn't stand a chance. I think Dark Tyrannomon's attack comes on the 3rd round. We'll see. It's probably quite hard to simulate because it's around the 3rd round. Oh, okay. DORUmon dodge. Not bad. Okay, that's good. I'm having my hopes up. There you go. See that crazy long arm? I think that's the one that people are complaining about. Yeah, the crazy long arm that's dragging on the floor. Yeah, it's not clear on this. But anyway, still. Oh, do you see the fire blast, by the way? Very nice. And that's it for today's log, Dark Tyrannomon. If you haven't already, please go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button. With Dark Tyrannomon's Fire Blast, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!